Si j'avais bénéficié du projet Université de la Grande Région dès le début de mon doctorat, ça aurait pu d'abord faciliter les procédures d'inscription qui sinon étaient assez complexes. Ça aurait pu faciliter la recherche de financement qui a été très difficile également. Et ça aurait certainement pu faciliter la mobilité entre les deux régions, donc entre Nancy et Liège.
Az új munkám miatt többet tudok az asztalra tenni, gyerekeimnek többet nyújtani és iskoláztatni őket.
Wir beobachten in den letzten Jahren einen Anstieg der Hochwasserereignisse nicht nur in Sachsen, sondern in ganz Europa. Und an einem internationalen Flussgebiet wie der Elbe ist es klar, dass man deshalb international über die Grenzen hinweg kooperieren muss.
Improving mobility between universities, working on shared problems such as the integration of a marginalised group in a border region, or dealing with river flooding are some examples of issues that countries and regions cannot solve alone. Since 1990, European territorial cooperation has allowed member states and their partners to develop cost-effective, fast ways to solve common problems. Sharing good practices and exploiting joint potential soon emerged as central to regional growth. Let's have a look at some fields of action that spring to mind when talking about territorial cooperation. Reducing the negative effects of borders as administrative, legal or physical barriers means improving daily life, for example through access to healthcare and education and the ability to move freely. In the greater region, 7 universities from border regions of Germany, France, Luxembourg and Belgium have opened the way to a truly European university. Under cross-border cooperation, they have increased the mobility of 100,000 students who can now envisage new professional perspectives.
Für meine professionelle Zukunft denke ich, dass die Interkulturalität an der Großregion, die ich durch die Uni von der Großregion sich kennengelernt habe, mir hilft, für mit egal wem, ob der die Belgische, Franzose, Luxemburger und Deutschen ist, zusammen zu schaffen. Weil ich einfach verstehe, wie tickt, wie denkt, mir natürlich auch seinen Spruch versteht.
From one mobility issue to another, communication and transport corridors also constitute a reason to work together. By helping countries to save money, the joint planning of roads has allowed the construction or upgrade of over 18,000 kilometres of roads and railways. When it comes to the environment, the need for transnational cooperation becomes obvious. Nature doesn't recognise borders, and challenges related to a sea, river or mountain area concern everyone. One such example can be seen in Central Europe, a region highly susceptible to flooding. The River Elbe and its tributaries span 4 countries, which all have an interest in working together.
Maßnahmen oder Aktivitäten auf der Seite eines Landes können selbstverständlich Auswirkungen auf das unterliegende Land haben oder umgedreht und müssen zwingend miteinander abgestimmt werden.
Since 2003, the water management and spatial planning bodies of the region have shared data in order to improve territorial planning and the response to flood risks. Along the Elbe River, cooperation has shown that prevention and economic development go hand in hand. Economic growth is also linked to the innovative capacity of enterprises. Through networking and learning from one another, regions can improve their policies in order to boost innovation. This is the purpose of capitalisation projects such as ERIC Action, which allowed the transfer of good practices between regions willing to upgrade the innovation capacities of SMEs.
I took part in a study visit to Lower Austria concerning the Innovation Assistance Programme. 2 aspects that were particularly interesting to our own Flemish projects are first of all the coaching and evaluation procedure, and the second one is the training course that is given at Danube University. We would like to translate and integrate those 2 aspects into our own project in Flanders.
ERIC Action transformed transfers of knowledge into concrete action plans, showing that interregional cooperation can go beyond networking and lead to a strong commitment from regional authorities. 37% of EU citizens live in border areas, which may be underdeveloped and the populations marginalised. On the border between Hungary and Romania, a large Roma community lives in poverty and isolation. With the support of a cross-border programme, Dio Zoltan produced a study designed to examine their working profiles and get them back into work.
Azok a romák Magyarországon és Romániában is, akik megfelelő készségekkel, képességekkel rendelkeznek, már most közvetíthetőek a munkaadók felé.
By fighting stereotypes, regional authorities, universities and SMEs from the two sides of the border are progressively integrating Roma people into the population. From the first Interreg community initiative, territorial cooperation has gained ever greater significance. Its most recent realizations, the macro-regional strategies in the Baltic Sea and Danube regions, have allowed better coordination of European, national and local policies and have set a path towards new trends of cooperation.
We need these macro-regional cooperations because there are certain challenges which can only be met if there's a cooperation amongst regions and member states. What we need is also the strong commitment and support by national authorities that they recognize the added value of trans-border cooperation. It's definitely a success story and it's the future of European integration.
In figures, more than 100,000 jobs and 10,000 businesses have been created, improving the lives of millions of Europeans. There's no doubt that territorial cooperation is a cornerstone of European integration. In the future, however, withstanding global competition will require that we reinforce our political commitments to work together even closer. More than ever, Europe will need to cooperate.